Hi, welcome to this Flux Media review. Today we're just going to be looking at Picasa, the photo editing and viewing program. Okay, Picasa is made by Google, and it's really easy to download. You can just type it into Google and click on the first link that comes up. Okay, so here's your Picasa logo. Just click download Picasa 3.8. If you've got Google Chrome, it will just come up here with save or discard. Just click save and then set it up on your computer. I've already got it on my computer, so I'm not going to be doing that right now. If you've got Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, it will come up with a little window asking you to open or to run or to save. Just click run and save, and then it will set it up for you. Okay, once the setup's complete, it will put a little link on your home screen to the Picasa thing. Just click on that and it'll open up the browser. Okay, so here we go. These are the default pictures that it comes with it, and these are some of my pictures. What we're just going to do is just going to show you some of the effects that Picasa gives you. Picasa's got some pretty standard photo effects. You've got crop, straighten, red eye, I'm feeling lucky, auto contrast, auto color, retouch, text, edit in picnic, and then fill light. Okay, so crop just changes the size of the image. You can drag that box around, resize that, and then put it into different sizes here. It's pretty standard. Straighten, you could probably guess, just straightens the image. That's good for landscape pictures where the horizon may not be quite straight. And red eye, which reduces red eye. All you need to do is make a little box around the area where you need to reduce red eye, and I'll get rid of it. Okay, I'm feeling lucky is basically a button which lets Picasa do the work for you. So you just click on it and it will reduce some of the shadows. As you can see here, it's just darken them, and it's made this slightly brighter. It doesn't always reduce the shadows. Sometimes it'll make it darker to make it look more effective. I'm feeling lucky basically lets Picasa do the tuning. Auto contrast is pretty similar. It just changes the contrast, and auto color the same again, although that hasn't produced a very nice effect. Okay, retouch is a tool similar to Photoshop's clone tool, which enables you to click on a part of the image and then clone another part of the image onto it. This doesn't always work particularly well, but it is usable, and it's good for maybe getting rid of a spot on somebody's face or something like that, small things. It doesn't work for huge things though, as you can see here. We'll try and clone that, but it will produce a funny effect. Right. Okay, here we have our text. That's just where you need to type in your text, and then edit the fonts and the size and the color, etc. Okay, editing picnics, about editing your photo with a better degree of editing software and effects. Okay, so Picnic, all you need to do is click Get Started Now, and it will load up the Picnic app for you. Picnic's pretty simple to use. It doesn't require lots of technical knowledge, and one of the best things is that it's really user friendly and well set up. So here we go. You can see it's not very formal. Right, so all you need to do is upload photos. Let's say we can upload a picture. Let's upload this picture of a ladybird. Okay, all it does here is gives you these different effects. You can do auto fix, and it will fix it for you. That's very similar to your Picasa I'm feeling lucky. There's resizing and all that standard stuff as well. You can also do the colors and stuff like that. So here you can click create, save and share, edit, library, and home, and that will just give you all the things that you've done so far. Okay, so back to Picasa. In Picasa you've also got your tuning. Fill light basically increases the amount of light in your image. So if you drag it right up to the top, you can see it's vastly overexposed, and the shadows increases the amount of shadows in your picture, so that's quite underexposed. So highlights makes the highlights the brightest areas, such as this, and the sky brighter in your image. So as you can see here, all of these white patches in the blue sky have all gone very bright. And then you have your effects. Picasa's laid out all the effects in these little boxes here, and you can choose just by clicking on them. So there we have black and white, we have sharpen, sepia, warmify, film grain, tint, saturation, soft focus, glow, filtered black and white, focal black and white, and graduated tint. All we need to do here is drag the crosshair around the screen and then focus on the part where we want. This is great for macro photography, so focusing on very small details such as these flowers. And then you can just do the size and the amount. So if you want to make a very small area of the image in focus, just do that, and there we have it. It doesn't produce a very good effect always, but it does do the job when you want to. Okay, here we have the graduated tint, so you can see how much of it you want to be darker. Basically, it makes it darker at the top. This is good for landscapes, especially when you're doing a landscape with a reflection in the water, and it can make the top darker, enabling you to get a better effect. Okay, so that's Picasa's editing options. Right, so here we can see our photos in our library. If we just highlight them by clicking on one and then pressing Shift, we can select multiple ones. We can also then click Hold Selected Items, which is this little green pin down here. If we click Hold Selected Items, we can then click away and it will hold them in our tray. And then if I click on one of the photos that I've taken and click Hold, it will also hold that. I can then scroll through my photos and select numerous different photos from different folders. If I want to unselect one of these photos, I can just highlight it and then click the red circle, and that will just take it away from my tray. All I need to do then is choose which of these I want to do. So export enables me to export these images to a different folder on my computer. I can do this by typing in the name and then where I want to save it. I can adjust the image size and the image quality, and one of the great things is that you can add a watermark. And all that does is it exports it with that little loading folder, and then I'll open it there. These photos weren't all taken by me, by the way, only these ones were. Right, so you can also click upload, which enables you to upload it to your Picasa web album. You can print it, you can export it, which is what we've just done. You can also email it. You can buy prints and different products with your photos. Although it's probably cheaper to do it with an online provider such as Photobox. And then you've also got a blog selection tool, and a collage, a video, and a geotag. Geotag, basically you can, if we clear our tray, we can then click on the image we want and geotag it. So because this is a picture of a building, we can mark this place on Google Maps or Google Earth, and other people will be able to see that we've been there or that we've labelled it. You can also create a collage, which is quite a nice effect. So if you just hold them in your tray and click collage, it will bring them up like this. Here we can just drag them around, we can rotate them and make the size bigger or smaller. You can then set it as background, select all, select none, stuff like that. You can here produce different effects, so you can tile them, you can put them in a mosaic, you can do a frame mosaic, you can do a grid, and all these different effects can produce a really nice collage. These collages can make great cards. They can make really nice posters as well, and great backgrounds. Okay, and then you can use an image as a background for the collage, or a solid color. Then you can select which images you want to use as your background. Okay, you can then choose if you want your photos to have shadows. So if we click draw shadows, it'll just draw a little shadow under the picture just to give it a nice effect. Then you've got show captions. If you've put a caption on the photo, that will just say whether to show it or not. You then just click create collage, and that will create it as a file which you can view on your computer. Okay, so that's Picasa's collage tool. Now if you want to create these photos and save them, say with this photo here, in a folder just in Picasa but not exporting it, all we need to do is highlight them in our tray and click this button here. And then we just click new album, and that will enable us to create an album in Picasa so that we can view it later. One of Picasa's great features is that you can tag people. So here we can just close this, and then you've got different people which you can tag. All you need to do is click on their face, and that will enable you to tag them. Right, and then you can search by people by typing their name up in the top corner here. Another good thing is that you can star photos. So if you view your photo, you can click star, and that will just put a star on the photo to say that you really like this photo. You can then go back to your library, and here's your filters. So you can click show starred photos only, and that, because that's the only one I've starred, it will show that. That's good for if you want to put some photos maybe on a web album. You can see your best ones. You can then put show only photos with faces, show videos only, and show photos with geotag. Picasa also enables you to create slideshows with your images. All you need to do then is highlight the photos that you want to do a slideshow of in your tray. Click on the first image and click play. You can also do this with the whole album. So here we can choose our effects that we want. So here we're just going to do circle. Choose the display time, so how long you want to view the image for. Let's have 1 second here. And then you can click show captions or not. You've also got the star, so you can still star the photos while they're showing. And the zoom option. You've got rotate, and you can rotate it either way. Then you just click play. And that's quite a quick changeover, so we're just going to change that to 2 seconds and to dissolve. So there's our slideshow option. Here we can see web albums. Now web albums is basically storing your photos online, and to do this you just highlight your photos and click upload to web albums. That's a really good tool if you don't want to carry every photo around with you on a USB stick. Right, so that's Picasa summed up. You've also got your webcam options and your import options. Import's really simple. You just plug in your device, click either folder if you want to import it from a folder, or your device should come up here. Also, if your device opens auto run, it should have an option to save it with auto run and edit and view the photos in the Picasa. So thanks for watching the Flux Media presentation. Hope you like Picasa.